Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Keisha welcomes you too. That's okay, Keisha. I'm talking to the subscribers and the viewers of the channel. I'm not talking to you. What's a sweet dog? Anyways, welcome. Welcome to the new addition to our photography family. Welcome. I would like to introduce to you the TOYO-VIEW 45G 4x5 technical large format camera. So I decided to go into large format, and it's a little premature. I really wasn't ready for it, but the deal on the camera came up, and it was like a brand new camera complete with the case, as some of you have already seen. So I jumped the gun and did it. So I'll tell you why. Sometimes we gotta force things, and this time I forced things a bit. So the reason why I bought the TOYO-VIEW is because I believe TOYO-VIEW is one of the best built, large format cameras there is. Very, very best built as far as I'm concerned. Robust metal. Even their field cameras are. A lot of the photographers that use them say, there's nothing else that can match them. But I bought a technical monorail camera for these reasons. I am going to be using this for macro and for some long lenses, and the field cameras just don't have the movements that I am willing to sacrifice to get something lighter or something a little easier to carry around. For me, my photography is not about sacrifice. I love all the movements. I use all the movements. I will be using all the movements. I've done some practicing with it already. I've got film, as you can understand. I wasn't ready for it, so there's film and a new development tank coming for it, probably in another 2 or 3 weeks. So you won't be seeing photography for a few more weeks out of this awesome rig. So anyway, so this camera came with an extension tube, so it doubles its its distance. It came with the lens shade, and most of the people, when I'm on the large format sites on Facebook and that, all wish that they had this, right? And it's definitely. So this was a Cadillac. It came fully loaded. It didn't come with a lens. So the lens that I found for it was a Fuji photo, for a Fuji photo. Here, I'll turn this towards. Everything's not balanced and true here, so it's just an introduction video. So so that's the lens board, and so these lenses, they come with different size lens board to fit different lenses. But the lens I chose that are starting to get a bit rare was the older the WS. So this has a Seiko shutter, a built-in Seiko shutter. So WS means Seiko shutter. So it came at a really good deal, and of course, happy Father's Day, everyone. This was my Father's Day present from my son-in-law Mike and my daughter Megan. So there you go. So that's how that goes on. So I basically had to make sure I'm doing everything right here. This is still a lot of new. I basically had to try to stay within a certain budget the best I could here. So this tripod wasn't leveled itself. So here we go. So the movements. Let's get into the movements. So we have on this swing. We got front swing. And we got 30 degrees each way of front swing. Right? Then we have shift. Let me see for shift. I'm still not totally used to this camera yet. We have shift. So shift actually works how? Oh, like this. It's gear driven. So we have, look at the amount of shift each way. Now all this tilt and shift, and you'll see later on in the videos, and you can see other videos, has to do with framing your composition perfectly, and the swing. The swing is a focusing aid to you know, if you've got a line like at an angle that you want to get in focus, then you can use the swing and keep focusing back and forth on the near and on the far until it all comes in focus. It has the rise, and this again, this rise has to do with oh, I'm turning the wrong news here. No, what else? Has to do with framing. So instead of lifting the camera up on your tripod and you want to get rid of some of the foreground, and so that basically this is what the rise does. It helps you with that composition. So the great thing about this camera, and we also have the tilt, the front tilt. So this is going to come down, so let me hold it. So there we go again. Again, we have 45 degrees down, 35 degrees up of tilt. So these are called movements, and they're all about getting your focus plane and everything in your composition as accurate as you want to present it, in the way you want to present it. So when we swing this camera around, we come to the back. Now in the back, we have the, that's a bit of a dark cloth thing for the, what you would call, you know, for the ground glass. And I have a big cloth that goes over as well. And we can just remove this. So there you are, there's the ground glass. And there you are with the back, so you can change the back. Now the another great thing about this is that it takes, well, let me make sure I get all this right. It takes roll film backs, Toyo made roll film backs. This is a 6x7, and I have a 6x9 coming. We're all getting pretty close to the camera here, so I sure hope this is working. And so what this is this is a 120 roll film back in a 6x7, which once you use the frame lines on your ground glass, there you go. You're now taking 6x7 with all the movements. That's the key. The movements are the key, right? That's the whole key to this whole camera, is the movements. So also, what I'll have coming later on, oh, excuse me, is a 6x17 back by Day. So it'll shoot 6x12, 6x14, and 6x17. So now you can start to see the versatility. So this camera, you have rear focus and front focus. You have all the same. It basically mirrors all the movements on the back of the camera that you have on the front. So it's just such a versatile piece. And of course there's leveling spirits. I didn't want to make this video too long. I just knew I had to make some kind of video because I've been very busy. And so the lens, of course, the lens is a 180, 185.6. I'll go into how all of this works once we start getting into the field and start using it. I will do a video where I'm actually using the camera and explaining what I'm doing. Like I said, this is just an introductory video. So this is what's happening. So all of you know, this is the reason why this camera showed up probably about 8 months before it was supposed to show up. Simply because with the case and everything, I just couldn't. The opportunity was there and I just was not going to not get it. So there we go. I can show you in another video, because we could go on here for at least an hour to show you all of the great things about this camera, like the bellows. The bellows in this camera is a removable bellows. So you just clip it and you remove it. You put another standard, which these are called standards, in the middle, add another tube, and you can add another bellows so you can get all the clearance you need to shoot long lenses and actually bring them in to close focus, because that's the biggest problem you have when you put the long lenses on. The close focus is going to take up as much bellows as you can possibly throw at it. So yeah, you could double up on this. And for macro, also, you need a lot of bellows extension. There's a whole bunch of mathematics that goes into figuring out what your exposure is going to be. So here's another thing. The film that I have coming for it is going to be Fomopan 200 Edu Ultra. So that's the film we're switching to in all the cameras, by the way, simply because I want to be shooting one film and they don't give me the Pan F Plus in large format. Ilford does not make it in large formats. Something about it being too delicate and it scratches too easily. Or there's been all kinds of stuff why. So I'm switching to a film that has not only the traditional granules in it, but also some of the cubic granules. So it was a mixture of both with that Fomopan, and so it'll be under the name of Arista 200 Edu Ultra. So what you will be getting is the best of both worlds on one film emulsion. So that's all I got to say. Happy Father's Day, everybody. I'm sure happy. When you make purchases like this out of sync with all your other finances, it's you got to play catch up, because that's why we don't have film, because it's taken me almost 4 weeks now to be able to afford film and everything for it with the developing tank, simply because I jumped the gun. I got a 6 times loop with it for focusing on the ground glass. I got all kinds of other extras and tidbits and stuff that come with this camera as a kit. So as you can see, I am very happy and I am very proud. So like, subscribe, I guess, click the bell. Within a few weeks, we're going to start seeing some results, and we're going to take this out and give it a go. See you guys later.